Alright, so for Ishtar, we are looking for a Slate Warrior, very important. It's pretty much the card to have on our second turn. So if we don't actually have a Slate Warrior on our opening hand, we can't afford to ditch any monsters that have 3 or more SP, but here I have it, and I don't need anything else, right? I play a monster, top left and move it forward, so what happens now is that if she plays a monster like this fusion here, the Bolt of Scargo, she now moves it out of the way to the right after moving forward. So that's why I position that first card there. So she's moved forward and moved monster she played forward out of the way to the right, and then we have a clean line of attack with an Immortal to her deck leader. Now at this point she really can't do anything. She's going to move to the right, and then she doesn't want to play a monster to her left because it's going to die to the Slate Warrior. So an AI classic is to just play a monster completely out of the way and just leave the door wide open for a very clean attack. And this is all possible because of the positioning of that first card. Playing card out of the way, she moves forward, and then by having that card there, if she plays a monster in front of her, she'll move that to the right. So, yeah. Alright, so let's go through Terrain 3 turn, because this is the best thing you can do, apart from Slate Warrior. So, we're going to start off, again, we play the top left after we move forward. And we're playing out of the way. Now, here I have Dimensionhole, but I'm trying to demonstrate Terrain. Basically, anything, like your first turn should always be a card play top left and then moved up. That way she will move forward and then play somewhere. So here, if we have Terrain, and you notice we also have the Armored Zombie in the hand, we can kill her by attacking her twice with an Armored Zombie on Wasteland. It'll do 2k plus 2k again. So here we activate Wasteland. Now I play it forward and up, because next turn, after we attack her, she'll move to the right and she'll still be on Wasteland. So yeah, after we move forward, after she's moved forward, then we can go ahead. Now, you don't actually have to, in this situation, you don't have to play an equip on Armored Zombie here, because the Armored Zombie will be lethal in 2 hits by doing 2k plus 2k. But if you have more attack, then she's less likely to retaliate and destroy it. There's no situation where she's going to kill it if the attack is exceptionally high. So I just equip it there instinctively. You don't have to do that, as long as you can just kill her as fast as possible. So attack her directly on the second turn, and now she'll move to the right, play out of the way. And then next turn, you are going to attack her again and kill her. Now, if this Armored Zombie didn't have this much attack, what you could do here is attack her again, and then move your deck leader forward and attack her a third time with another monster that you play. But that's really simple. Again, the gist here is to just make sure you position your cards correctly, and then this should work whenever you have Terrain card plus a high attack zombie. And that's pretty much it. It's like the easiest, most reliable way to beat her. Now, if we use a Dimensionhole, I would only use a Dimensionhole on this duel if you don't have Slate Warrior or Terrain. And also read their hand for the damage that you have and plan ahead. So I'm going to move forward and play top left, and then you see we got Dimensionhole. So in the hand, what I have is Gruesome Goo. Because this is strong on the sea terrain, then I can potentially get 2 hits out of it by attacking her once, and then she moves away, and unless my Gruesome Goo dies, I can follow-up attack and hit her again. And so this will deal, again, getting 2 hits out of a monster is effectively doubling the damage of it across 2 turns. So it's more important and a higher value to play this, unless you have something higher attack than that. Like, for example, if I had a zombie here instead of that plant, then I could attack her once with the equipped Great Mammoth for 2700, and then the Gruesome Goo does 1300, so that would be 4k across 2 attacks. But anyway, in this situation, really this is the best option, playing Dimensionhole here. She'll move forward, and then kind of decide where she plays based on that. So bottom left, this is bad news if she does this, because it could possibly be a Mirror Wall, but it could also possibly just not be a Mirror Wall. It's possible that it's a Shadow of Eyes, in which case, if you see this, because a Mirror Wall is going to ruin your duel entirely anyways, I would argue there's no point trying to play safe and check for it, and you should play the duel out as if it's not a Mirror Wall at this point, because even if it doesn't matter if it is or it's not at this point. If it is, it ruins you, and you can't do anything about it, really. You can damage control it, but you're going to lose, like, at least a minute. And if you lose time assuming that it's a Mirror Wall when it isn't, then you're just wasting time. So just kind of play as if that's not a Mirror Wall is what I would recommend doing. So at this point, we just activate the Dimensionhole forward, seen this a million times before, and then we play a monster in front of us, and again, because this space in front of us isn't actually Crush, it's fine. You can literally play the highest attack card here. Now, unfortunately, I didn't, I probably should have got rid of my plant. I didn't, but, you know, if you were looking for more damage, I'd get rid of the plant, hopefully draw a zombie, and deal 2700 here, but I didn't. So I'm just going to play the Gruesome Goo. So attack with the Gruesome Goo for 1300, and now she can basically do one thing, which is move one tile away, and then unless she kills the Gruesome Goo, we're going to follow up attack with that. And yes, she actually moves down instead of to the left or up. And she can't beat this Gruesome Goo, so she defends with it, because it's weaker, and it will die to the Gruesome Goo, she thinks. So, yeah. Now, as you can see, we have a clear line for the Gruesome Goo to attack again. And because she's on the water, we do 1800. So this Gruesome Goo hasn't just, even though it's got 1300 attack, that Gruesome Goo has given us 3100 attack. So anytime you leapfrog with Dimensionhole, make sure you attack with something that has terrain bonus to try to get 2 hits out of it. Obviously, don't do this if you have something like Mammoth and Pumpkin in the hand, because then you can attack with Mammoth and Pumpkin, and that'll do 4k. But if you don't have the 4k across 2 hits, you're going to have to basically play whatever you can that can attack twice, which in this case is the Gruesome Goo, if you have the option to, of course. So I get 3100 out of that, and then it doesn't even matter if I draw the Gruesome Goo, or sorry, the zombie now or not. The plant or the dinosaur here is lethal anyway. I don't need to fuse, I don't need to equip anymore. She has 900 life points, and so I can play literally any card in my hand that deals 900 damage or higher, attack directly, and kill her in 3 turns. And that's that. Now again, you have other ways of doing this, such as if you attack her, if you had something like a Mammoth on the first turn, you can attack her with that. And then she moves backwards, you can move forward and then attack her again. Or she moves backwards and then you might have a terrain card in the hand. Suddenly, if you top deck it, you could play that and attack her again with that first zombie. But this is true for everyone. I don't want to micromanage too much how you beat it. I'm just kind of explaining the first steps because they're important. Once you're actually at an opponent, then it's up to you to kind of make that 4k damage across 2 turns, I would say. Or, you know, it's possible you don't even draw into that, so yeah. To be fair, that's like the only strategies that I had for this duel. It's pretty straightforward. You're just kind of hoping you draw into either Slate Warrior or Dimensionhole or Terrain. Actually, in the order, I would say Slate Warrior, Terrain, Dimensionhole. They're the cards you're looking for. Now, if you don't have any of these cards, you're going to basically have to go for like a 4-turn. So, how I manage this is, again, you always want to open with something top left and move it up. You just pretty much always want to do this. Okay? I mentioned this is because she moves forward, and then if she plays a monster like Bolt Escargot in front of her, then she will actually move it to the right. She can always play behind her. She can also always play in front of her like a weak low attack card and defend with it, and that just completely ruins your day. But at this point, check your hand and see if you have anything good that's useful. And if you don't, move this Barrel Lily again out of the way so that she moves forward. And now she's in a pretty interesting spot. So she's now on the tile between the wasteland and the water. So now you can play something next to her deck leader that is stronger than the Crush threshold. So what I do here is I play something strong on the wasteland. Now, if you have, for example, if I were to have like a 1400 attack zombie, just for argument's sake, then what I can do is attack her now and then attack through the Crush on the next turn, and then I just need 1200 on the next attack. If you can't do that, the best thing you can do is just attack for as much damage as possible, because on our 4th turn, we're just going to have to attack her on the water, and then hopefully that deals the difference of 4k. So we'll do as much damage as I can here, which is going to be 2500. Again, if I didn't have a deck leader ability, it would be 2k, and then we would need 2k next turn, but I mean, this still plays the same, so I know it sounds like scuffed, but like, that could be another Violet Crystal, you know, in our hand, and do 2500 there. The important thing is we attack her, and then she'll move. Now, she doesn't always do this. This monster is strong enough to take on what our card is, so she's going to move that in the way. So, basically, if you look at where our deck leader is positioned in the top left, we have the option of, on our 4th turn, moving to the left, playing top left and attacking her, but she closes the door here. So she removes that. So now our only option is actually to move forward and play top left and then attack her directly. Now, this is actually quite reliable because a monster here, even though it's on the crush and it will be safe from our monster, she defends with it because she thinks this card is going to die to the Skelgon. And if she did move this card forward, then I could attack it with the Skelgon, even though Skelgon would die. You know, she has a monster that's on the crush, so it's weaker than 1500, and our Skelgon would do 1000 attack to it, and then I could move forward and attack her anyway, or I could even just play a card on the crush that was 500 and kill her. So yeah, she, as long as there's either avenue open again in this situation, I know I have a Gruesome Gru, I could just attack her here. But for example, if the first card we had it was like 1500 exactly, then we could move forward here and then hopefully play, again, theoretically, play 2500 on the water and then attack her, you know, if we played like a Great Mammoth with an equip. But here, I know I have Gruesome Gru in the hand while I'm recording this, so I just attack her with the Gruesome Gru and lethal, which is, again, why it's important to just do as much damage as you possibly can on that Wasteland tile. And again, you also can possibly draw into a terrain card late, so in this situation, if I attacked her with something that was 2k damage, or anything 1750 or higher, so I can attack her with a Pumpkin here, deal 1800, and she'll move away. Then if I can activate a Wasteland or Yami in front of me, then I can attack her again for 2300, and that will kill her. So keep that in mind, always keep that in mind. But yeah, that's basically the 4 turn for Ishtar. A lot of other things I have footage of are quite, like, weak, and basically just showing things that can go wrong. Again, on this duel, if you run into a mirror wall, your career is pretty much over. It's pretty bullshit. So, see, again, if she moves forward and plays bottom left, that's bad news. Probably going to be a mirror wall. And yeah, if you're playing this strategy, there's really no way around this. Now, I could, next turn, move forward, play on the Wasteland, and then attack that mirror wall, but I still lose a lot of time. And it's also 1 turn that I'm not attacking her with something powerful, but that's just mirror wall. This card is absurdly powerful. And this is like, mirror wall is the one card on this duel that you just don't want to see. This will take at least a minute off of your time, like no matter how you manage this. It's totally up to you how you want to manage this, but don't feel bad or feel like you're doing something wrong. Mirror wall will just kind of waste a lot of your time no matter what you do. Because you either need to tank a whole time loss, like turn time loss, getting rid of that, and try to compensate for damage after that, after your first card has already been weakened and your second card's completely out of play. Or you can just keep attacking through mirror wall and, well, just kind of start to do, like, no damage here. Like, we've attacked 3 times with Slate Warrior, even though 2 of them have had a plus 500 terrain buff. She still has, like, 462 life points, so, yeah. Mirror wall is just, it's just a time loss, basically.